Good evening. Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of al-Qaeda.
A NATO Chinook has crashed in central Afghanistan, killing 31 US soldiers and 7 Afghan troops, the country's president has confirmed. The incident, which took place in central Maidan Wardak province, just to the west of Kabul,
U.S. officials are telling the Associated Press that the American troops whose helicopter was shot down by insurgents were on a mission to help a group of Army Rangers who had come under heavy fire. 22 Navy SEALs, along with 3 Air Force combat controllers, a dog handler and his dog, plus 4 crew members, were all killed. 7 Afghan commandos and a civilian translator also died. The attack marks the deadliest single loss of American forces in the decade-old war in Afghanistan, and it was a blow to the elite Navy unit that killed Osama bin Laden and their
The Taliban is taking responsibility for shooting down a U.S. helicopter. More than 30 people were killed, and there are reports this morning that most of them are U.S. Navy SEALs.
They ended up exposing the entire force, unfortunately, to enemy fire. And all it takes is one lucky shot. And that one lucky shot, from a Taliban perspective, was what happened.
Well, Wolf, what we have learned today is those Navy SEALs were not on a rescue mission, as we were first led to believe. Navy SEAL commandos killed when their helicopter was shot down by the Taliban weren't on one of their usual secret assault missions. Military sources confirm the SEALs were called in to chase down a group of Taliban on the run.
As Vice President of the United States, as an American, I was in absolute awe of the capacity and dedication of the entire team, both the intelligence community, the CIA, the SEALs. It just was extraordinary.
As soon as Joe Biden announced that it was a SEAL team who took out bin Laden, within 24 hours my son called me, and I rarely heard him ever sound afraid in his adult life. And he said, "Mom," his tone was extraordinarily serious. He said, "You need to wipe your social media clean. I mean, you need to get everything off of it now." And I said, "Of course, son, I will. What's wrong?" And he said, "Mom, there's chatter, and your life is in danger. Our lives are in danger, so clean it up right now."
The tragedy's been complicated by shifting stories, even conspiracy theories, and still tonight, some of the families of the fallen say questions remain unanswered.
In the military testimony that we have, by May 11, the military says, Intel knew that over 100 Taliban fighters were moving in to the Tangi River Valley to shoot down, to give an extraordinary effort to shoot down an American helicopter loaded with American warriors.
We found that they flew into the Tangi River Valley unescorted. This was not standard protocol. According to military testimony, in over 400 missions, 2 commanders said they had never done an operation like this. Why was there no pre-assault fire? We were told as families that because pre-assault fire damages our efforts to win the hearts and minds of our enemy. So in other words, the hearts and minds of our enemy are more valuable to this government than my son's blood.
The Taliban sitting there with machine guns motorcycles, phones. Who called them to tell them?
There are some staggering things that we've learned, such as the 7 Afghanis that were on the manifest that night were not the Afghanis that died. In other words, we found out they were switched out at the very last minute in such a rush that the manifest couldn't be changed, which is very, very dangerous and very uncommon.
At the last minute, they were replaced without changing the manifest. It was as if someone knew they were going on a suicide mission and pulled them out. The official in charge of the investigation, General Jeffrey Colt, in his 1,250-page report, did not address this fact. Additionally, it appears the Taliban knew the CH-47 was coming, knew the exact time and route they would be using, that the Afghan commandos originally on the helicopter probably tipped the Taliban off.
We had 30 plans to assess the crash. We had Black Hawks. We had Pathfinders. We had 140 men go in. You knew it was going to crash? You knew. They knew. Just like the Taliban knew they were coming with 100 guys. They knew May 10th. It's documented that SEAL Team 6 was coming.